How's it going, everyone? Time for Smackdown versus Raw 2008 featuring EC-Dub. EC-Dub. Big Rud, welcome to the stream. That's a pretty good game, though, to play, man. Smackdown versus Raw 2008. Some people say that's the best wrestling game of all time. Some people say No Mercy. My personal favorite is this one. I play this a lot in 2007, 2008. The story mode, creative mode, everything, man. GM mode, ECW mode. Now, this game in particular, though, this is not the same one I had since then. I didn't get this game again until I think 2019, 2020. It was sent to me by my YouTube friend Megadan29. And this game's soundtrack is awesome too. ECW. ECW. These cheat codes, they even have them? Oh, I don't. ECW. No, I have not. Surprisingly, I didn't get to play arcade games that much when I was a kid. I had to settle for WrestleMania for the NES, which was fun. And don't get me wrong, for the time being, but it did not age well. That and WrestleMania Challenge. When I was a little kid, those were the WrestleMania for the NES. It was terrible, but I made the best of it though. Let's start with the Royal Rumble, of course. Seems to be a traditional thing I do. Yeah, oh, computer. Me and my friend made the most of WrestleMania for the NES. There's a video on my channel, Ronmower versus Skip Rogers, and we have a wrestling match in this game. I created with my creator wrestler, creating myself, and then creating Skip Rogers in this game, having CPU versus CPU action. It was funny for the times back in 2008. Oh, Great Khali is number one. I remember it was Great Khali versus Rey Mysterio. I think Rey Mysterio is a world champion. I forgot the outcome of that, but I was like, come on, man, that's totally not believable. And they were face to torso, and then Khali just like shoved him out of the ring real hard. And Rey Mysterio was in shock. Like, what am I gonna do? He could just did his finishing move right there, chop to the head. That would have been it. New world champion. That's how he beat the Undertaker. Jeez. I'm gonna take you $2 in the arcade to beat it. What, WrestleFest? What was the other one? WrestleFest and Superstars. I think some of my friends did that on SC2K, my collab channel, a while back. We did commentary over, I think, those games. Yes, oh, I loved Mr. Kennedy. Not right here. I loved him in 2007, but that's when this game came out. But yeah, I loved Mr. Kennedy. He was awesome, dude. I loved his entrance music right here, and when he won Money in the Bank, that was awesome. I was supposed to be Vince McMahon's illegitimate son, but it was Hornswoggle instead. So his custom entrance here with his custom mic.
Now that I have everybody's attention, I would just like to remind you that I weigh in tonight at 246 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy!
Right, one of the best intros. Remember when was it WrestleMania? Yeah, when he won the was it 23? He won the Money in the Bank, and backstage, Kim Kardashian was like, "That match is coming up right now." Kennedy just interrupts her. The way he did it was funny, and one of my friends that did not even know who he was like, "Okay, that was actually funny." Bobby Lashley, I could never get into him. I never really cared for Bobby Lashley, honestly.
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
That's the first time I ever heard of Kim Kardashian. My friends are like, "Oh yeah, that's her," and those tapes with whatever rapper she was dating at the time, or I don't know, someone I forgot, but I said I never heard of Kim Kardashian, and then interviewed Mr. Kennedy. And that match is coming up right now. Kennedy! Kenny Dykstra, former leader of the Spirit Squad. Lit Gaming, how's it going, man? ECW. If you remember, you can now use the emoji for that now. Shout out to the newest members of the channel, Big Rud and Lit Gaming. Hey, David, Megadance sent me this game a few years ago. Who came in the ring? I didn't see him. I can't see him. Kenny Dykstra, thanks for coming. Chris Masters. There we go, yeah. ECW. This game features ECW. You might think that's why it's your favorite wrestling game. No, I mean, that might be part of it, but it's not just that. I mean, it's a lot of people say No Mercy's their favorite, WrestleMania 2000 is their favorite, Smackdown Here Comes the Pain. is their favorite. And those are great games, but this one's my personal favorite. Oh, Rey Mysterio. Speaking of Mysterio and Khali. Oh, Mega Dan was just streaming. He has some molded games that are molded. What's a molded game? You mean was it fan made or whatever? Oh, the Sandman. Speaking of ECW, let's go. I wish he could come out with the Inner Sandman, but you know, can't do it because of copyright. I mean, for their sake, you know. Oh, Khali's out. I don't care about copyright claims. You know, let the music play. This ain't my job. I don't make a living doing this anyway, so let them copyright claim this stream or the VOD. And unfortunately, this VOD is going to be blocked in some countries. So I apologize for any of my foreign fans out there. Modded. Okay, that's right, modded. Yeah, all correct. Come on, Sandman. Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman from Punch-Out. He was hard for me to beat, dude, in the stream. But yeah, I could beat Super Macho Man flawless. It's just the way... King Booker, I remember that gimmick. I don't know, it could be the emulation, lag, or whatever, but I still did pretty good in my time as Punch-Out for playing on emulation and a non-CRT TV. I gotta go back to that game at some point. I'm so close to beating Tyson. I have beaten him on emulation before, and a TV that was not CRT. Just I beat him by decision. That was in 2007 in our SC2K review on the SC2K channel. I beat him by decision. But who was that? Oh, Hurricane. Oh, it's not Hurricane Helms right here. It's Shane Helms. We got Masters, Helms at the helm. King Booker, John Cena. Oh my God, his match with John Cena at Royal Rumble 2007 was pretty good. And then of course Umaga and Lashley, WrestleMania, whatever it was, when Trump shaved what's his name's Vince McMahon's head. Oh, there's Warren Regal. Let's go. And Stone Cold stunned Trump. It was an ugly looking stunner, but you know, Trump's not a wrestler. He can't sell correctly, but it was Trump's idea, believe it or not. Austin confirmed that. It was Trump's idea to take the stunner, so respect.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match. I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR.
Tajiri. Oh, not I said Tajiri. What the heck? From a distance, it looked like Tajiri. Matt Hardy. Cena's in trouble. Oh, he's out. This is 2008 right here. Cena did win the 2008 Royal Rumble. He was the last entrant and he won. There's the swing, big swing. That's Cesaro's move. But Cesaro wasn't here yet. The big swing. Carlito. I wish Mr. Candy would have stayed in longer, but you know, these type of games, you're not gonna, unless you're Ric Flair. No, but you know, not everybody can be a 60-minute man, but this won't go on 60 minutes. But Revenge Battle Royals take a long time, dude. The only thing I don't like about Revenge, the Battle Royals, take forever, man. I mean, unless you're playing the game, you're not eliminate them quickly. But if you want to watch the CPU, it takes a while. Yes, Tommy Dreamer, let's go. Put up or shut up. Loved freaking Tommy Dreamer. But the Sandman was my favorite in ECW though. Really? Seriously? Dude? Man, they can eliminate Tommy Dreamer that quick. Come on, guys. You guys are douchebags. How is Chris Masters still in there and Tommy Dreamer is not? Somebody get rid of Masters. Hey, number 15. Yeah, these later, I guess, later wrestling games, the Battle Royals don't last that long at all. Well, of course, in Revenge, you got like a 40-man Battle Royal, I think, but the AI is not as smart as in No Mercy. the heck? Gave my friend a stunner for real one time. Did the move on a bed, and even though I let go in time, I bounced back up and caught it, and he caught it. Was laid out for about 5 minutes until he could breathe properly. Oh man, he was stunned. All right, who just came in? Nitro, Monday Nitro. Oh, my friend Nitro Online from YouTube.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight. That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans will be disappointed if they
King Booker's still in there. Chris Masters still in there. Really?
never set foot inside that ring. No, but they spend their hard-earned
As Carlito would say, that's not cool. With Tommy Dreamer eliminated already. Reminds me of Taz when he came in the 2001 Royal Rumble when he gets eliminated quickly. They made Taz look terrible in WWE.
Stealing your opponent's finishing move definitely sends a message. Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move. His opponent telegraphed that one. He's a slippery devil. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
Stone Cold Stunner. Remember stunning Steve Austin
I don't think Johnny Nitro's winning.
in WCW. He was, when he was stunning Steve, he was a good wrestler, technical wrestler, better than he was as Stone Cold.
Have you ever seen him outside the ring?
Because when he was stunning Steve Austin, he did a lot more technical
Well, I'm glad
wrestling stuff and more moves.
but last I knew, that wasn't the way to rise through the ranks.
No, Edge is out. He's on the edge of the ring. He got eliminated.
In this match.
I mean, not that Stone Cold Steve Austin needed to be such a great wrestler technically, but because he was so over, he could still work a good match. But when he was stunning Steve Austin, man, I think before he had bad knees and stuff, he could really wrestle.
Anything can happen here in the WWE.
Bad knees and a bad neck. That's got to be Kane. Finally, thank you for getting rid of Chris Masters. You had the stun gun, I remember that.
Reversal there.
And I'm sure this is where the Stone Cold Stunner came from, the name.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR? I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see. Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours.
Nice, JTG. I loved Crime Time, man. This should have got a better push, man. Freaking politics, dude. Rest in peace, Shad.
You might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver taint.
He was around. JTD was around WWE for a long time, man. Very used. Just use him as a jobber. Oh, well, speaking of, wow, Shad. Nice. Prime Time reunion. Let's go.
Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match. That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injury.
Dang, man. Really? You gonna get rid of Shad like that quick? See, more politics. Let's go. Here comes Animal. ECW. Yep, I remember that. The stun gun. Yep.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR?
He was pretty good at WCW, and him and Brian Pillman, the Hollywood Blondes, that was a good team.
Why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King? No way.
Yeah, it's a quick way to do it. Yep. Shawn Michaels. Is it just me, or are they using the same commentary material in 2007?
I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more
Shit, well, by 2008, yeah, Batista wasn't all that good, but man, 2005, dude,
always found Batista to
he really was a beast.
be intelligent. You don't often see anyone
That was the best year of his career was 2005, dude.
or outside.
I was a huge fan of Batista at that time.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age? King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say
Oh, no, not Shawn Michaels. Come on, not that quick. Not the back-to-back Royal Rumble winner from 95-96. Oh,
JTG's not just a talented athlete.
I thought I was gonna do a Ric Flair like flip and then run across the ring apron.
Unless you're saying he came from the school of hard knocks.
Oh, speaking of, dude, I keep speaking these wrestlers into existence right here. Just talk about Shad, then he comes out, and then Ric Flair, he comes out. Oh, you could eliminate JTG. Yo, Hitman, how's it going? Oh no, don't tell me Ric Flair's. Come on, he's a 60-minute man. He won the '92 Royal Rumble at number 3, which is one of the best Royal Rumbles, by the way. Which version is this? Like console PS2? Here comes Orton. Hey!
That's a short climb, but a potential. I don't believe it. He's been eliminated.
Yeah, Flair was great in the '92 Royal Rumble, and Bobby Heenan's commentary is legendary. Oh, jeez. Marcus Corvon, whatever his name is. This terrible entrance music. He should have stayed in TNA. Yeah, that's what I said. It's PS2.
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
Orton. All right, which number is this? 25. Here comes the Hall of Pain.
Contemplated the fact that they might lose. I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win. You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy. Love the entrance music right here. Especially, I love that their return was at WrestleMania 33, or I forgot what it was. I think it's 2017. They returned. That was the biggest pop of the night. I never liked Monty Brown or Marcus Corvon, whatever his name is, but he was better off in TNA. He was built like a brick house, but I just never saw much in him. Here comes Lashley. This move right here, though, is good. I thought Brock Lesnar did this move. I think he has that move set, or him or Goldberg have that move, and here comes the pain. Yeah, that clothesline right there. That's Brock Lesnar's move. Come on, dude. Brock would destroy Monty Brown.
Now that he's in the driver's seat. Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off. I'm not so sure this is about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that. Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal. I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that.
Yeah, Orton's still in there.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Get rid of Marcus Corvon. Thank you.
After some of the things we've seen,
Orton, the legend killer. I remember that.
I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves. That's
JTG. What did JTG stand for?
WWE superstars are trained professionals. And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
He's still in there.
We've seen more than one superstar taken out here on a stretcher.
Elijah Burke. Well, I forgot about him. I think Lash is doing that move too.
Lashley is an absolute monster. We've seen him decimate just about every opponent he's ever stepped into the ring against. Yeah, but it's only a matter of time before Lashley's luck runs out. Luck has nothing to do with it, King. This young man is strong. He's fast, and he's got more power.
Oh, the game. Entry number 30.
He's not trying to get the crowd on his side, JR. He's letting everyone know that he's going to win this one, whether they like it.
Just too good? I don't... Wait, who? I forgot what I said. Oh, JTG. What does that mean? JTG. Maybe? I gotta look it up now. Well, that's one of y'all want to do it. Now I'm gonna have to look it up later.
Can't believe he countered that one.
like CM. What does CM Punk stand for? I thought it was Chicago made. Then someone said no, that's not what it stands for. But I think no one knows. No one's supposed to know.
In the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job. Well, don't let Mr. McMahon hear you say that, King.
Dang, he's in trouble though. Look, he's laid out.
That's true. I don't want to say that Mr. McMahon's cheap, JR.
And Archer Burke is out. That's the final 5 right here.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
What's the champion right here? I don't remember if it's Orton or who.
Competitor in the ring. He hates to lose a match. Almost as much as he hates
Oh, nice.
money, which I don't think I've
Who's
ever
that just got out? JTG. Okay.
The entrepreneur. No doubt about it. The JTG, it's all about the money. Instead of saying money, money, I think he should.
He said that. I thought I heard that was confirmed, and then I thought I heard, oh dang, he should have been eliminated. Then I thought someone had said no. People think that, but it's not, or he wants people to think that. I don't know, but it would make sense though. He's from Chicago.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do. Well,
Oh, nice reversal.
you got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car. Oh, that's a lovely image.
I could not be an announcer, a commentator, dude, especially under Vince McMahon. Always in your ear. Say this, say that. You need to use this word, not that word. Shut up, dude. If I can't commentate the way I want to, I don't want to commentate at all.
This is raw action at its finest.
I understand you got to say certain things to sell storylines and stuff, but
You got that right, JR.
yeah, I just would not be able to do that under pressure of a live television audience,
Smackdown or anywhere else. There's nothing
especially Vince McMahon, always in your freaking ear. I heard stories about him always being in your ear. I don't know how JR and the King and all those people, Michael Cole did that for so long.
He's unstoppable. You can't
I'm sure they have more fun now in commentary now that Vince is gone.
and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
Orton's out.
There's two things I like about Elijah Burke. The first is his talent for talking trash. I can't argue with that.
I heard it from him. Was it on the Colt Cabana podcast years ago, or where?
What's the second thing? The fact that he can
Because I'd like to go back and hear that, because I just
pure dynamite between those ropes.
wasn't sure over the years.
He's made quite a name for himself.
I assumed it was Chicago made. If not, I didn't know what up. Dang, Triple H is out.
Jeff Hardy's aerial offense is amazing, but if you can keep him grounded, you're halfway to beating him. That might be true, but as many of his opponents have proven, that's easier said than done.
I miss the background music in these games. I don't know why. Oh, dang, that's it. I don't know why they took it out starting in 2006. Doesn't make any sense. They should at least give you the option. I think he was going to get a pretty good push in 2007 until he got injured, and I heard there was some sort of controversy regarding race. Supposedly, I don't know if it was a lawsuit or what, Bobby Lashley and his girlfriend, Crystal, supposedly he wasn't treated correctly because of his race, but I don't know about all that. Yeah. Well, it's pretty cool though. He used CM Punk. I guess he had the rights to it. That's why he kept it. I think ever since then though, I think WWE got more smart with that. He got smarter because I think that's why Kevin Owens could not be Kevin Steen. Oh no, wait. That was a Ring of Honor thing, but I think they got more strict on when some wrestlers would leave WWE. They could not take the names with them. But Kevin Owens named himself, I think, in tribute to Owen Hart. Oh man, I hit rematch, did I? I didn't mean to do that. No, let's go to a different, it was something else. Extreme Copyright Wrestling. Alright, I want to see an ECW match. Let's see. Extreme Rules. Let's go. Dang, man, I had so much fun with this game. 2008, around that time, I was also trying to beat Twilight Princess, which is what I'm trying to do today on stream. I want to see some ECW wrestlers. No, not Snitsky. Jeez, get out of here. You know what? Yeah, let's see Tommy Dreamer and Sandman. Let's go. Chair. Oh, get to 4. Okay. I wish New Jack was in this game. He used the guitar. That's it. Dang it. I guess crutches. Yeah, this. What is that? A broom? I guess a belt. All right, let's go. I remember their debut in 2006. Kind of close to his Man in the Box theme. Ronmower. Oh, man. Dang, I wish I hadn't lost a memory card for my custom character. You can see it though on my channel, Ronmower versus Skip Rogers. Tommy Dreamer was ECW. Personification of ECW. Lived, breathed, and ate ECW. Turned down a lot of good offers from bigger companies. What, that was his weight? I didn't even hear that. 255, I guess so. Nice, let's go. Forget his weight. Just say this announce him as a Sandman. I didn't see it. I don't think I saw it, but that December to Dismember 2006 pay-per-view I heard was a circus. He had like the best entrance in ECW, man. Just come through the crowd to enter Sandman. They sing along. Or just drank the beer, smashed over his head, poured in someone's mouth. Love the Sandman. I remember his return on ECW on TNN, November 5th, 1999. It was a huge pop where he returned. He had returned from WCW, where Megadan would say he was poor, and he was poor in WCW. Ironic, because WCW get paid more money, so you're not as poor as you would be wrestling ECW. But at least he had a better character and was more over. That was his home. I guess that's why Sandman came back. I don't know if it got released or if he just wanted to go back to ECW. Not just like Raven and Mikey Whipwreck did. The Hardy Boys would have been great in ECW. CM Punk would have been freaking great in ECW. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. If ECW would still be around, yeah, those three would have been world champions in ECW.
The spotlight is on ECW tonight as we stop in Memphis, Tennessee, the home of Elvis Presley and WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler. I think you and I could take them on also. Provided
Taz and Joey Styles. Let's go.
silly and stay out of trouble. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
How about we leave it to the ECW roster to give
What
the
does
fans
Mega Dan
a
mean when he says that? Poor, like just sucked, or they were not used right? And that is true. That's the case. Mike Awesome in WCW was poor. Poor. In ECW, man, he was freaking awesome, and no pun intended.
too close to call? It all boils down to who
Megan Dan said Finley was poor. No, Finley was not. I mean, he kind of was presented as poor, but Finley. That's probably what he means, the way they're presented. Because some of these wrestlers that look poor
something special tonight.
are not really poor if they used to the fullest potential. Like Finley could wrestle. And he was a legitimate tough guy. And he had a pretty decent push at first in WWE when he came back in 2006 or whatever it was.
What reflexes? I bet he just broke his
Mikey Whipwreck, they made him look poor in WCW. A poor showing, not good. But does that mean like it's their fault, or they were just? Because like, you know, Mikey Whipwreck, for example, great wrestler, but they did make him look poor. But he could have been rich if they let him be. Because some wrestlers do come off poor because they're not used correctly. Like for a long time, they made RVD look poor in WWE, except when he first showed up, and then One Night Stand 2006 when he won the world title.
The Sandman is all about brutality and violence.
Oh,
In and out of the ring.
I'll tell you who was poor.
And the fans love him.
Lodi.
The dude can take a
If you don't know who that is, he's in Revenge. Lodi is the worst wrestler. Maybe not the worst technically, like technical-wise in the ring, but his character, he was annoying. I don't know what a Lodi is, but he was one of the worst members of the Ravens flock. Probably worse than Sick Boy and Van Hammer. Now those Ravens flock was poor, except Raven and Saturn and Canyon. I don't know if Canyon was already part of the flock, but besides Raven and Saturn, the flock was poor.
What a night of action, and I have a few
Yeah, presented poorly. Yeah, and Finley was in some cases presented poorly. Not entirely, not the entire run, but a lot of times, yeah, he was poor. The Ravens flock was poor, except for Raven and Saturn.
kind of our job.
Yeah, Lodi was terrible.
Also known as my face.
I never liked Lodi. I never saw who did see the appeal in him, but then again, I don't know, man. What if he was actually pretty good, but they didn't let him be?
I know physical punishment
I don't know. I thought El Dandy was terrible, but as Bret Hart would say, who are you to doubt El Dandy? El Dandy, my friend Lewis said, no, man, El Dandy's pretty good in Mexico. You should see him in Mexico, man. It's pretty good. So, yeah, in WCW, they presented a lot of people poorly. Supposedly, El Dandy was actually pretty good, but he was poor in WCW.
Tommy Dreamer is living out his
Yeah, I never liked Kevin before the flock, and I did not like him during the flock either. But after the flock, yeah, that's when he started to shine. It was like cruiserweight contender, champion, having good matches with Rey Mysterio.
for these fans.
The 7-year itch was his shooting star press. Sick Boy and Scotty Riggs. Sick Boy. Reese was poor. Reese was absolutely poor.
Definitely earned
For a
his
man his size,
extreme icon.
like, dude, I know size isn't everything, but like, they made him look poor, dude. That's a good point. I mean, maybe show up somewhere else looking good, but he was definitely poor. Never, ever liked him. Megadeth said Dusty Rhodes is poor. I strongly disagree with that. I don't know. I can't see that. Dusty Rhodes is one of the greatest of all time. Oh, put him through the flaming table. Are the Dudley Boys in this game? No, they're in TNA right here. They can't put him in the game. No, R-Truth. This is not a ladder match.
Think of the bucket buckets of blood.
I thought he said the F word. Think of the... He said buckets. I thought he said the F word. Think of the effing possibilities. Extreme EC effing W. I tell you who else was poor. Lenny Lane, Lodi's tag team partner. He was poor. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty much true, Lip. Pretty much true, man. Raven was not poor in WCW. He had a good run. He really did have a good run in WCW. That's when I discovered him. Because I didn't watch ECW yet. So when he came to WCW, I'm like, who's this guy? And I found out later on he used to be Scotty Flamingo in the WWF. No, WCW. Johnny Polo in WWF. That was when he was poor. Scott Anthony in USWA. That's when he was poor. But when he became Raven, that's when he was awesome. Saturn, yeah, Moppy was poor. That was punishment for him beating up a jobber real bad. Like, for real. He was beating up a jobber real bad. There's Mick Foley's Flaming 2x4. Or no, I think ECW did it first. Or maybe it was Mick Foley that did. Cactus Jack did ECW. I don't remember, but yeah. I tell you who was poor, but he really wasn't. Brad Armstrong. Brad Armstrong is one of the greatest technical wrestlers I've ever seen. But he was poor. They made him look poor. But he had some good matches. He be able to have some good matches, man. Go back and watch a lot of Brad Armstrong matches. He was a jobber, man. He was a good technical wrestler, man. I think Brad Armstrong didn't care. He just wanted to wrestle and make money. But, man, they made him look poor, but he really wasn't. Lodi, you can just, I didn't see any appeal. Like, I'll look at a wrestler and think, man, they're not getting a good push. They're coming off poor. Oh, he's going to do a New Jack. but then you see them wrestle. You see their acting or charisma, how they interact with the crowd, their promo skills. And, man, you can see potential in them. Like, I saw potential in Brad Armstrong. Not so much charisma-wise, but as a wrestler, yeah. Brad Armstrong, dude, was a good technical wrestler. I'll tell you who was poor, I never liked. There were two teams I never liked. The Nasty Boys, they were poor. Never liked the Nasty Boys. And the Bushwhackers. I never liked the Bushwhackers. I know they were popular. I know they were over. Barry Horowitz was poor. You're right. He was poor. Except that time he beat Chris Candido or Skip, whatever his name was, at the Body Dominance. That was the highlight of his career. I know the Bushwhackers was over. I never liked them. They did not do it for me. I didn't like their character. Even when I was a little kid, I did not like their character. I'll tell you who they made look poor, but he can really whoop people in real life. Pretty much anybody. Was Haku or Ming in WCW. After his bodyguard gimmick, and he started losing matches after he lost that United States Championship tournament to Sting. They made Ming look poor in WCW. Ming could mess up anybody in that locker room for real. They're lucky Ming's a humble guy and just, but they made Ming look poor, but he can mess people up. Two terrible teams that for some reason got a lot of credit. I can see why Bushwhackers got credit, even though I didn't like them. I can see them getting over. But Nasty Boys, I never liked them. But they did have a good match with the Steiner Brothers in Halloween Havoc 1990. That was a good match. And you could say it's mainly because of the Steiner Brothers, but the Nasty Boys, they did their part in that match. But I never liked them. I never saw the appeal. Never cared for the entrance music in WCW. Never cared for the Nasty Boys. They couldn't wrestle. They were mainly brawlers, which is not necessarily bad, but I mean, Ming and the Barbarian were brawlers too, but they were more believable. Never liked the Nasty Boys.
Catch your opponent off guard. Maybe. Boom. Gotcha. I guess you're right.
I heard about him biting off someone's nose. The Barbarian talked about that. He said that the Warlord, if you remember the Warlord, that was a big mother. The Warlord was huge. And he goes, hey, Barbarian, I don't know what his real name was. He probably didn't call him Barbarian, but he's like, hey, man, I just saw something, one of the most horrific things in my life.
As long as he's got that thing, he's in the driver's
You go, what? I mean, you're a big dude, but tough dude. What could scare you? Well, Sandman wins. And these ECW matches are a lot more entertaining than in Hardcore Revolution. But anyway, he goes, what happened? Dude, this guy kept on bothering Ming. He goes, oh, you're a wrestler? You're a tough guy? Come on, let's fight. He goes, please leave me alone. I just want to eat. And, I don't want to fight. Guy walks away, comes back later on. Come on, man, let's fight. Let's fight. And Ming's like, I'm going to tell you one last time. I don't want to fight, all right? Leave me alone. I want to eat with my friends and chill. But he messed with him one more time, and Ming got up and bit his nose off, sat back down, and started eating like nothing happened. And I heard Stevie Ray said he put the Tongan death grip on someone for real in a fight. And I think there's another story where someone sprayed mace in his eyes. It didn't faze him. Oh, yeah, Missy Hyatt, yeah. That's probably the best thing about the nastiest lady in World Championship Wrestling, Missy Hyatt. Missy Hyatt was, yeah, she was hot, but she's such a whining, like, shut up. But yeah, as far as WCW, I think my favorite team ever was the Steiner Brothers. And I'm talking about mainly in the late 80s, early 90s. The Steiner Brothers together, dude, they were freaking awesome, man. They could wrestle. Even though they were bullies in real life, especially Rick from what I heard, but yeah. I mean, they were a good team. They had some good matches, dude. Let's do a 6-man. It's a 4-letter word. He's a champion here, okay. Yes, put the title on the line. WWE Championship. Ric Flair, Randy Orton. Ooh, Undertaker, and Kane. Let's go. This is going to be lit. I don't know the words. I'm just mumbling, but I remember the soundtrack being so good. Oh, speaking of, let's go. I know we're just there, but I think we're in that arena because it was Extreme Rules, but let's go. Yeah, I beat the crap out of Skip Rogers in this game. There's Undertaker's wife. Yeah. Former high school science teacher, okay. What the heck? There's two identical twins right there in the crowd.
On the way to the ring, the WWE champion from West Newbury, Massachusetts.
It must be a glitch. I don't see anybody coming out. John Cena, ECW One Night Stand. Cena wins, we riot. He was a good freestyle rapper, though. Good rapper with the lyrics and stuff, but I liked him as a Dr. Thugonomics. Before and after that, never cared for Cena. Oh, Kelly, I remember her. I set your soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. Just a floating belt, right? I like the Orton's entrance music right here, but it's not as good as Voices. I remember he got booed like crazy going up against Kurt Angle in One Night Stand 2006. I know that pose he would do, just hold his arms up in the air. Sometimes I do that when I go into work and I'm having a good day. I'm not for real, but in my head. Yo, what's up, everybody? I should do that for real one day to see what people say. Hey, Ronnie, what's up? Are you in a good mood? Yeah, I was letting my light shine. You're going to burn in my light. Did RKO my boss and just quit that way? That'd be cool. No. Maybe it would be if I didn't like my job, but what a way to go. RKO your boss and just walk out the door. The Ronmower knockout. His 2009 run was legendary. That was when he had some sort of storyline, mental condition, where he couldn't control his anger. If you make him snap, he'll kick you in the head or whatever. He would slap Vince McMahon, kick him in the head. He won the Royal Rumble that year, then the world title, and yeah, he had a career year in 2009. Oh yeah, I have so many pics of me doing the Randy Orton pose. I always use his entrance when I make a wrestler, right? I forgot what entrance I had. I gotta go back and look at that video with my match against Skip Rogers, what entrance I had. But I came out to Orton's music. And I think one of my finishers, I think two of my finishers, finisher one was the RKO, finisher two I think was the F5. I'm not sure. Yeah, evenly proportioned. Yeah, I agree. Even though when he came back last year, man, he looked more jacked. AJ Styles looks more jacked too. So if they get more jacked, the older they get. Orton is my age. He's 44. AJ Styles, I think, is 46. CM Punk, I think, is 46 too. He's definitely straight edge. Always loved Triple H's music right here, the game.
And the opponent from Death Valley, weighing 305 pounds, The Undertaker.
I think he made an appearance one time in ECW on Sci-Fi. He made an appearance in my hometown in a house show, which I did not expect that to happen. Like, why would he appear in my small hometown at a house show? That was pretty random. And this is probably back in 2011, 2012, maybe 2013. And I could have bought tickets, I think, but I didn't care to go. I didn't care about wrestling anymore at that point. I didn't care that they were in town. Then I heard The Undertaker just shows up at random. Then I was like, dang, maybe I should have gone. That sign back there we just saw, RKO, looked like an NWO sign. Yeah, Drew McIntyre's properly built, especially over the years. He's got looks much better than he did 2009, 2010. Over the years, he really got in better shape. CM Punk is poor and sloppy compared to Randy Orton. Yeah, it's true, but at least he's not out of shape sloppy. But yeah, Orton and Drew, they do look good. Oh, I don't watch either product, so I don't know. I mean, I heard a lot of bad things about AEW, and TNA is, I don't know. I haven't heard much about TNA these days and how they're doing, but I don't know. It seems like AEW probably a better atmosphere because it seems to be get more exposure these days. Probably bigger crowds than TNA, I think. But I don't know. I wouldn't care if they came to my town. I wouldn't care to go because, like I said, I don't even watch WWE anymore. I just keep up with like, and try to keep up sometimes with wrestling news online, like WrestleMania and stuff. But yeah, the last show I ever went to was TLC 2016. AJ Styles versus not John Moxley, what's his name? Dean Ambrose. And that was when James Ellsworth turned heel on Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles retained. That was a pretty decent show. It was fun. I got to go. A friend of mine bought me a ticket. I think it was a late birthday present. We went. We're on the 7th row. I made a video about that, talk about my experience. And I got to take home one of those steel chairs. If you're on the have floor seats, you can take home a chair. I still got it. AJ Styles steel chair. That was the last one I went to. And had fun. And I love Kane's music right here. There's a video on YouTube. It's called Kane's Best Entrance 2003. He's in like handcuffs and stuff. He's got that black towel over his head. And the cops are escorting him down the aisle. And he's getting ready to supposedly beat the hell out of Bischoff. Oh yeah, I see your point. Old school ECW. Man, you went to old school. I never got to go to ECW event. I don't know if I would like it though. It's too rowdy for me, dude. That crowd was rabid. I don't know if I would be comfortable around those people. A rabid crowd and just almost anything could happen. But man, I loved watching the crowd on TV. And I did get to chant ECW at WrestleMania 32 back in 2016. Not the best WrestleMania, but not the worst either. But I was happy I got to go. And during the I think it was Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar street fight. It wasn't the best, but there I think there's one moment where me and my section that I was standing at we would chant EC Dub, EC Dub. And I finally got to chant that at a wrestling event. Hey man, there's not many people in this crowd. This ain't an ECW crowd. Come on. It's WWE ECW. They're not happy to be there. Looks like. Probably had to watch a zombie cut a promo. And I'm not talking about zombie GLT1 either. It's the battle. I think it's elimination right here. Hey, who's laid out already? Oh, that's the referee is laid out. Oh, it's the ECW referee too. Yeah. See, I don't know if I want to be an ECW crowd in that part of the United States, but who's the ECW referee out there? Is that Nick Patrick? It's a merchandise table. Ouch. I remember, what's it called? Guilty as Charged 2000, where Grimes was chickening out the last minute, and New Jack like, "No, man, we gotta go over. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta do this." And he had to pull him with him, and then Grimes was like 400 pounds, I think. Ended up like landing on New Jack's face, and New Jack's face landed on the concrete floor, and I think he lost his vision in one of his eyes because of that. Yeah, Dudley Boys, yeah. I love the Dudley Boys, but sometimes they went too far with the crowd, especially like grabbing someone's beer and throwing it in their face. It's like, dude, come on, that's a little extreme. No pun intended. Unless that was a plant, but I don't know if it was or not, but still, that's assault. Unless the fan were to do something first, but in that case, it didn't. The fan was just running his mouth. And then I think this mother and daughter was spitting at the Dudley Boy, so the Dudley Boy spit back. Well, they brought him himself. They're lucky Bubba Ray didn't go across the guardrail, start beating the crap out of him. But Dudley Boy's my favorite tag team, though.
What a night of action, and I have a feeling the best is still yet to come. I'm thinking it too. You know what? Make this thing much better. Is if you maybe this kind of like.
It's 6 people, but I guess 7 could fit in there now. I thought only 6 fit at a time in these games because the referee's in there. I shouldn't have a referee in there. He's going to keep getting knocked over. He's going to make the pinfall.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for
Back when Bubba had his stutter. Well, then there was a period where he lost his stutter in ECW. He started talking normal, but then when he went to WWE, he got his stutter back. And then he lost it again. Dang, 17 years old. Pretty much as long as you don't go over that guardrail, Alex Security would beat the crap out of you. Just like that time they did with XPW wrestlers showed up to start something. I think one of them grabbed Francine, and Alex Security took him out. And from what I was told, what was reported, they, I think Alex Security and some wrestlers went back there and started beating their ass because of what they did. Local Civic Center Gymnasium. Ring of Honor back in the day really reminded me of VCW. Unfortunately, after this has got to be the last match because I got to get to bed before long. But I was glad to at least stream this about an hour or so. But yeah, Megadance sent me this game. I think as I said, man, I wish I could get this game again. I miss it so much. It was a good game, and then one day I don't think he's gonna tell me he's gonna do it. He's just sent it to me. He's like, oh, cool, dude, thanks so much. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of wrestling shows did that, sit in bleachers and stuff. $15. Yeah, man. I mean, part of me kind of wished I would have gone to one of those at least one time, but I didn't get to go to many wrestling shows in my life. Off the top of my head, Raw, February 1998. It was a taping. This was before it was live every Monday. It was a Tuesday night, and they taped it to air on the next Monday night. And that was when the Road Warriors started fighting each other, and they split up. And that was when Goldust came out as his dad, Dusty Rhodes, Dusty Dust. And I forgot what else memorable happened. Kane came out to beat up Taka Michinoku. That was when he was doing all his random entrances. This match probably ain't never going to end if the referee can't do his job. Dang, Flair is out. I don't know if that's Nick Patrick, the referee, but because he wasn't an ECW referee, so I don't know who that was. That Flair is out. Ooh. I used to love watching the CPU go at it and like put the belts on the line just to see who would retain, who would defend, who would win, or whatever.
In that case, he can say whatever the hell he wants. Yeah, but there's always a bigger goal.
I remember way back in the day, Saturday night was where wrestling was at. You had WCW Saturday night. You had what used to be called WCCW, but it got changed to like USWA or whatever, is where the Von Erichs wrestled in Dallas. So it was like Saturday night WCW from like 6 to 8 maybe, or 7 to 9, I forgot. Well, my time, 6 to 8 p.m. Central Time. And then later on from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. USWA. Got to see Kerry Von Erich, the Von Erich family. It was like a arena. You know, Megadeth would say that arena was poor. Yeah, it was. It was a sportatorium. It was a poor restaurant arena. And I say restaurant because they served food there too. You know, concession stand. And Paul Bearer told stories about one of the frying pans. I mean, the fryers. They never really changed out the grease that much, and so in the very bottom of the fryer one day when they drained out the grease, it was rat's bones down there. Like, that is disgusting, dude.
Well, I guess we'll know who's right by the end of this one.
I've never been to a Nitro, NXT, ECW, or Royal Rumble. I've been to, I think, only one Raw, and I've been to maybe 2 house shows and 1 pay-per-view. And I was a little kid. I think it was one of the Dallas Sportatorium matches, but I didn't remember much of that. And me and my dad were bored. There was not much wrestling, and we were like, yeah, let's get out of here. We left in the middle of the show. They had good seats too. I was so little, I don't remember much, but I think I've been one of those shows at the USWA, WCCW, but I never got. I only been to 1 pay-per-view. No, I'm not talking about 2 pay-per-views. WrestleMania 32 and TLC 2016. And yeah, that was the last show I've ever been to. TLC 2016. The brothers of ECW. I think that's Mickey James or Mickey Henson as the referee. I said James. Mickey J. But he had to change it to Mickey Henson because of the wrestler Mickey James. Sounds too similar.
The Nature Boy is still going strong after 35.
Ric Flair is out of the match, you idiot. Commentators, Joey Styles, talking about Ric Flair, Nature Boy. He's out of here.
He thinks he's got one. Thank you, Captain Obvious. And tears are in.
Oh, takes tickets from Earl Hebner or David Hebner. That's pretty cool.
I'm sure his mother is very
David is one that passed away, I think. Yeah. 2 Smackdowns, 1 Royal Rumble. That's pretty cool.
Hey, you ever thought about becoming a wrestler? We're definitely seeing the toll this very physical matchup has taken on the participants.
Wait a minute. There's another elimination I missed. Kane's out? Wow.
What's going through the minds of these combatants right now? About $1 million. What in the water, baby?
Oh, yeah, right? Yeah, for free. That's pretty cool. Go to a Royal Rumble. Which Royal Rumble was it?
Testament to their toughness.
You see, they went to 2 of them. Yeah, which 2 of those to go to? I think it's 2011. They made it to the 40-man Battle Royal, and I didn't like that because I'm a traditionalist, and I like for them to keep it at 30. And I think that's probably why they went back to 30.
That's some hardcore drama right there. We got a pinfall attempt right here. 2, 3.
Oh, the title is now vacant.
With a hip-hop album under his belt.
No, it's not.
Has plenty of street.
Oh, no, yeah, it is. Why is he still showing his energy bar? Oh, because he's leaving.
Hey,
All right. The title's now vacant. We're going to have a new world champion.
I don't know who's more excited. Me, the fans, or the superstars themselves. I'm gonna have to go out
Okay.
here and say I'm not most excited.
Which Royal Rumbles did you go to? Ooh, nice.
I gotta tell you, I was so broke up about this match, I hardly slept last night.
I remember that storyline between Randy Orton
I don't snore.
and Triple H 2009. Triple H went to Randy Orton's house to beat the crap out of him
On Gatorade.
because Randy Orton RKO'd, I think, Stephanie, then kissed her.
Randy's a third-generation competitor, but he's the
Orton was a menace in 2009.
The poisoned apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as they say.
He also beat up Mr. Cena. The senior Cena.
Whoever thought we'd be calling this
Coming down the aisle, his opponent, Mr. Cena.
I got heat when we stuck with you.
Oh, Orton tapped out. He's on a menace in this game. Triple H taking advantage.
Say, it's not a crime if you don't get
One of these two is going to be the new world champion.
given that assault would disagree with your logic, partner.
Oh, 2002, I remember that one. Ric Flair and Vince McMahon, street fight, yeah.
These superstars got it in them to cause a lot.
2010 Royal Rumble, is that where, did Edge win that one?
And it looks like he's been bloody. This is not going to help.
Nice, okay.
There's the pin. Get his opponent.
All right. Oh, and they're both messed up.
Just competing in the ring myself. I wouldn't come in there right
Oh,
now.
I see ECW street fight between, well, we've seen it, but like in the ring though, between John Nada and whatever his name, Frank from They Live. An Extreme Rules match between those two.
Something special tonight.
The best fight scene in movie history. Put the glasses on. No, put them on. And you think it's over, and they start fighting again. He like kneed Roddy Piper in the balls like 5 times. That was great. Uh-oh. This could be the nail in the coffin for Triple H.
He sees his chance. He's going for it. He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Nice. The ECW. Remember CM Punk did the Anaconda Vice on The Undertaker at WrestleMania 29. The Undertaker kicked out and stared at his face. CM Punk had the look of horror.
Here is your winner, and the new
Yeah, that's true.
WWE Champion, The Undertaker.
Yeah, especially Royal Rumble. Everything's fast paced. Eliminations, entrances, surprise entrances. Yeah. A lot of good stuff happens in Royal Rumble. Yeah, that's referee Mickey Henson. ECW. Oh, nice. I love this song right here. Nice. I'll let this song play out, then end the stream. Oh, cool. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could attend a Royal Rumble one day. This one. Get rid of that net ugly spinner belt. I remember when CM Punk said, when I win the title, I'm going to change that belt because that belt's been far too ugly for far too long. Waiting to pee when I hear Booyaka Booyaka 619. Nice. ECW. Really takes me back to 2008 right here, man. It was an up and down year for me. I finished college and getting used to a new job. Playing this game and still trying to... No, I think I had beaten Twilight Princess by then. Yeah, I think I beat Twilight Princess by then. And this is the main game I would then focus, I think, on next. Yeah, I had in 2016. I had the nosebleed. I didn't even have seats. I was in a standing room only section, party pass section. It was all I could afford because I was poor, as Megadeth would say at the time. I was poor, literally. But I could only afford the $75 standing room only seats. $75 at ATT Stadium. But it was worth it. I got to go. And I was happy to go. I was on my feet for a long time though, because that was like a 7-hour event because you had the 2-hour pregame show for crying out loud. Then the event itself was probably about 5 hours. But it was worth it to me. I barely had enough to buy a WrestleMania shirt and any food at the concession. At least I was close to the concession stand. That's right behind me. But it was still worth it. I got to go. My friend went with me, but he had bought like maybe he had seats. He was like probably the middle upper section. Not the greatest seats, but at least it's much better than where I was at. I think at the time, I also created my girlfriend this game. She was my manager valet when I would come out. Yeah, I'm going to definitely play more of this game sometime again in the future, especially story mode and season mode and stuff. But yeah, that is the end of this chill stream SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 featuring EC Dub. Appreciate you two hanging out, about Big Rud and Lit Gaming, whoever else may have been lurking. Thank you very much. I gotta go. I'm out of here for the night. Y'all have a good one. I'm Ronmower. God bless and take care.